get close, so why you wanna touch us? Cause my team is so hard. My team is legit. Snoop Dogg is to get it.
Wait, man, I'm playing Apollo. Oh, yeah.
I got cleats on my feet, jersey on my back, helmet on my head, ready to.
I would play, but I don't want my connection to drop again. It's been doing it. It's been doing that for the last 2 days. Shit, I will play you now. See, I came back on you the other day, then I had the ball. What I look like quitting? Shit, it don't matter. I came back. What you talking about? Yeah, like I couldn't. I came back. What the difference? I get it. Hey, go see can you see my broadcast in a minute, Red. Tell when you done. Nah, I just did it. I just over the pop. What you got going? Yeah, I figured you was gonna lay down around this time. Yeah, lay down.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with the San Francisco 49ers. It's a rematch of Super Bowl 47 -1 Harbaugh. The Ravens and 49ers are underway. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
Every coach we ever talk to says to his team before the game, quick start, guys. Let's get out of the gate fast. How about that? They took his lesson to heart, didn't they?
They did exactly that. A nice diving catch here on the game's opening drive. Now he dumps this off over the middle. It's a gain of 7, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. But just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1.
Yeah.
Jackson from the shotgun, rolling to his right. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 30 yards there, and of course the first down as well. Fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Pretty solid coverage there by the All-Pro Richard Sherman, able to get a hand in. So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. To throw again. Jackson steps away to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Lamar Jackson, 40 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And maybe the defense got so caught up in him throwing the football, they forgot he can take off too.
And you often hear about the quarterback being the unaccounted for guy as a runner. But even on the passing play, he's unaccounted for as a runner, and he turned it into a nice game.
A very nice run, and it turns into 6 points. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
I slept all day for it. What's my name?
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here first and 10 at their own 22. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Once again, they run with Brito on 1st down. Earl Thomas in on the stop.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
I didn't get drunk. I mean, I got drunk before New Year's. I can't get drunk the next day.
On 2nd down, a run with Brito. And push his way up to about the 44 here. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
And he's got the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. On 1st down, here's Brito. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. Garoppolo gives to Brito. Finding room inside the 40. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. You were telling me this yesterday. That's exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Here's Brito. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. He'll be back at the 36. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
Well, to me, that's taking a big gamble defensively because that alignment you see, that's normally something you see down near the goal line. Because now, if they decide to go play action, something should be open there, and I think open big.
So maybe that's something that gets filed away for later.
I think without a doubt, you write it down, and if you see that look at a later date, go ahead and take your shot.
Garoppolo to throw for it on 4th. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. So their first drive of the game already trailing, having given up points. A little surprised that they went for it, right?
Maybe the big guy, the head coach, senses this is going to be a shootout type of a game. That they've got to match them point for point, as opposed to, hey, we'll get them later. Maybe he just has that sense, and that's why he decided to go for it there.
CD, with that incompletion, let's talk AFC playoff picture. I think you and I agree that if you put together any sort of power rankings, we put Baltimore number 1, certainly in the AFC. But you look ahead to the playoffs getting started on January 4th. Who do you see as their main competitor for that Lamar Hunt trophy?
Well, tradition and us not wanting to be wrong dictates that we say New England next, and rightly so because of the number of Lombardi trophies they've won, how they've always played at this time of year. But the bottom line to me is the prime contenders right now for Baltimore, Kansas City. Patrick Mahomes has got it together, the defense is playing better.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. There's Jackson on 3rd and long. Sliding out of the pocket. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Here we go on 4th down with Jackson. He uncorks it. And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon. On fourth down, that turned out like a punt. Maybe he was better defensively there just to knock it down.
And you know they go over those situations. All right, fourth down, where's the ball? Where would we get the ball? But instinct takes over, and when it's in the air, they just go and get it. So it's hard to get on it for intercepting it, but the smart play would have been what you suggested. Knock it down and take over in a deeper position.
And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Breida, he'll try the right side. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action.
Yeah, we can do this.
On third down, a run from Breida. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down. Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. With that incompletion, you know, Charles, one of the big storylines of the final few weeks of the season lies in the AFC South. Tennessee and Houston battling back and forth. Houston won round 1, week 15, a victory in Nashville. But which of those two teams do you think has the potential to go deeper in the playoffs?
Well, Tennessee just lost at home to Houston, and now we'll have to go on the road to play them again in week 17. So I would say, on the surface, you would think Houston. They have the quarterback as well in Deshaun Watson that scares everyone. But I'm picking Tennessee as a team that could go deeper because of their defense. That's really a top 5 defense on any given Sunday. Their ability to rush the passer, their ability to play the ball in the air. I like that Tennessee team, and I think Ryan Tannehill, the switch to him at quarterback, has really energized that club.
Now Jackson on first down. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Jackson now. Going to throw again. He's going to find his tight end Boyle. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. That's into the hands of the tight end Boyle. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. Eluded. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Nick Boyle there to make the grab as the Ravens push further out in front. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
What up, who this? Oh, this Jay. What up with it, bro?
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And you're under a minute to go in the half. The first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half.
This is intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here 1st and 10. Jackson, he uncorks it for Snead. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon. That late in the clock, 2nd quarter, why not just run it a time or 2 and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may force them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get him with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Garoppolo looks to throw.
Oh, what is he doing?
Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the 1st half. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Garoppolo, a final shot here before half. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people up.
And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, 49ers. Emmanuel Sanders, 76 yards. As they're now just an extra point away from getting back within 1 score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard. You don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
This is taking about 7 yards deep.
I was just know what he just said.
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. The 3rd quarter has not been kind to them. After they built that lead at intermission, they've seen that lead shrink.
And how much of that is simply execution? How much of that is maybe you lose your edge a little bit because you've got the lead? And you do have to credit the other team some because they've made some adjustments to start to slow them down. Can they find those counters now, those extra plays or plays they haven't run that'll be effective and get them back moving again?
They'll be looking for something here, anything to seize that momentum back. And now we'll look up downfield on 2nd down. And all the way down to the 40-yard line. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's Jackson.
What is he doing?
For the football, and he's going to come down with it.
No way they made this man.
A really nice gain of 25 yards. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Nick Boyle that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now it's Jackson. They'll roll him out right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. D. Ford, a sensational effort by him, and that is one of the biggest losses you'll ever see on a sack. Now Jackson throwing on 3rd and long. He's going to loft one deep left side. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
They run again with Breida. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. He's at the 50, the 30, the 20, 10. Touchdown, 49ers. Matt Breida, 98 yards, as his guys have cut the lead down to 2. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
And he is into the end zone again. So get him some oxygen. He scores on the long run and then punches in the two-point conversion for good measure. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
Hey, you know how I can tell you ain't
probably should have stayed where he
was.
was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line.
Nigga, I beat you. What you talking
set
about?
at the line for this next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down. Not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because there's confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. To throw is Jackson. He's going to take off with it. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
Nigga, that's all you ever played me with.
Running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
Jackson looking to throw on third. Buying time to his left. He uncorks it for Snead. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a fourth pick of the game.
You know the run gonna open up the throw.
Down.
I just tried to do something.
They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on fourth down.
You know one thing about that game, you know what to do.
With Jackson, he'll buy some time right. And this is going to be incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Niners take over in terrific field position.
Here we go. 180. Let's get that ball. Let's get that ball right here. 21, 21. 21, 21. Clock. Game.
Garoppolo on first down. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete.
Good defense.
Now that'll bring up second down. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
You said what? All right.
Once again, they go from the 23-yard line on second and 10.
Hey, you got some niggas who live there too. Dang, you let me. Why you didn't call a timeout? You know why it was, man. Shit, just cool. What you on? Yeah, what? Yeah, who? Yeah, so short. Do something. Well, huh?
got gas.
We just got done smoking that long ago.
You? So you geek?
Hey, what happened, Hop?
I was geek last night on God. I was. And the money for it.
Oh yeah, you know.
I do my dance, jump in the stands, no man, man, oh there with the hands, thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans, I do
Oh, who you talking about?
got it on, smash,
I ain't got nothing to do with it. What? It ain't like she know.
honey yard, dash, 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 yeah. They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. They on attack when they tackle like
Y'all niggas had me doing something. Y'all niggas just doing
I
shit.
got all the intangibles. Need to leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Keep the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I know we do what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Hit dials, I don't think they can handle it. Battlefield, it's just me and my warriors. Guarantee my emergency. Years, blood, sweat, tears, it's glorious. I remember when they always ignoring us. Dash, got it all, smash, foot on the
Alright, I'm my boy.
crash. They will not stop me. Tempo, copy, end zone. Watch me celebrate. I'm cocky. I do my dance. Jump in the
MJ said you slow.
man, oh there with the hands. Thought he could guard me. I ruin they plans. I do what I want. They do what they plan. Got it on smash. Put in the gas. I will not crash. Honey yard dash. 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 They slept on the team that they owe me. I need a ring and a trophy. I say I'm the best cause I am. There's no need in keeping it low key. I can cover the deal like a train. I'm run straight through the deal like a train. This year we ain't taking no losses. It's all about making the game. I hear a lot of trash talk. He call himself making a name. I put on the jets. The coach regret even letting them stay in the game. Team around took a tumble. Next time be humble. I'm the lion in the jungle. You just try not to fumble. Rumble, young man, rumble. Never slip nor stumble. I take off, poof, magic. Now watch me juke through the trash. Footwork fantastic. Dominating every facet. Treat the pocket like plastic. Here come the blitz, pass it. Got it on, smash. Put in the gas. I will not crash. Honey yard, dash. Honey.
I can't play the game like that. I can't focus. I got high last night about 9. I woke up still geek, right?
Yeah.
This motherfucker on the game beat me, man. I was mad. You know, I couldn't play. I couldn't function correct. I couldn't play right. Whatever the game beat me, I already fight him, man. It made me mad. I'm talking shit. I was ready to fight him, bro. I said, "Fit him more. Let's go, bro."
He's coming Fortnite.
I just got bags from Prada.
I'm playing me gas.
Brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow.
What if you perform on you tomorrow? What if you perform on you tomorrow?
It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we pack up. Running these racks up. 100 meals a week after. Down from laughter. When they come to handles, never had one. With a bad one. Made a meal today and they my last one.
That's what I just told. Bang!
Man, I hope my shit don't serve on drop.
I'm moving too fast, I can't stop. Wiping it down with the paint hot. Left hand on the wheel.
So watch.
I'm closing the top when the raindrop. I'm keeping the game in the headlock. When throw it blind in my dreadlock. In the end zone with the red dot. One phone call, get it dead stop. I feel like I own the season. Say
Little nigga right here, bro. They just gotta do something. I'm on drugs. That's how I do when you be on drugs. Yeah.
The NFL is on EA Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. And we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with Drew Brees and the New Orleans Saints. Set to go now on a wet and rainy afternoon. And we are underway from Santa Clara. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
All right, bro. Y'all be careful.
Ready? 5-8, 5-8. Mux 56. Okay, just like that. Just like that.
The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he'll take this one up to about the 23. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up second down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On second down and 4, Brees. He gets this one complete to Traquan Smith.
Guess the play. That what that was.
Touchdown, New Orleans. Traquan Smith. 77 yards as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already.
One, a little bit of a jab. The second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard.
I need another beach bell.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
Garoppolo going to